Guess who it is? It's Trigger Happy Rex. um, I know you probably don't know who that is, but that is me. I am the Trigger Happy Rex. And this is my first video. I don't want to make this intro too long, but I just want to say that this is a bit of a passion project because I play lots of games for funsies, and I thought, why not record these games? Because it's currently like 1 a.m. and I was like, midnight thoughts, like, why not become a VTuber? What's stopping me? My own brain, I guess, but we'll see. So, this is a bit of a passion project, and if you manage to stick around, I truly do appreciate you. If you find me boring, I mean, hell, man, I find me boring too sometimes. But thank you for sticking around if you do, and even if it's background noise for you, or kind of just actually finding me funny, um, either way, I'm grateful if you do stick around. If not, that's cool, homie. You know. I also wanted to play around with VTubing because this is so cool. I designed this cute little character. Yeah, she's kind of Tokyo Ghoul inspired. And with me, I have my cool little dinosaur son. I unnecessarily put him there because he's a dinosaur and I have Rex in my name. So I mean that kind of does make sense. He's my dumpy little son. I have no name for him yet, so and I also know he's just a random GIF. But if anyone has like suggestions for names, go ahead, please. Also, I can just yap a shit ton, and I also do want to say I apologize, YouTube, if I slip up some bad words. I don't intend to. It just kind of comes out sometimes. But yeah, I think you'll learn as we go along as to how brain dead I can be sometimes. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started. That was a little bit of a long intro. I do apologize, but this is my first time, so I thought it would be kind of nice just to have a little bit of an anecdote, considering that this is my first video. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start this out. So, as you can see, I do have the natural disasters DLC. The thing is, I suck at it. I mean, how can we prevent natural disasters? That's a good question. But anyways, I have played a fair amount of City Skylines, but I thought let's start a new city that we kind of follow along. It's gonna be very chaotic and very unprofessional. But who cares at this point? I'm kind of just vibing, you know? Also listening to some awesome Panic at the Disco. I like their music. Very good music. Also, there'll be times where you'll hear my audio clip a bit. It might be a little janky. I do apologize. I'm currently using my headset mic as opposed to like an actual mic because I don't even know if I want to invest money in an actual mic right now. So you're kind of stuck with me with this audio, and if I do ever have a chance to kind of be like a bigger kind of YouTuber slash streamer, then I promise I'll get a good mic. But I also might mute randomly because I'm asthmatic and I don't want to cough in your face because that's kind of rough. I wouldn't like that, honestly. That and I burp a lot. I burp a shit ton. Oh, can I use that word on YouTube? I don't know. I'm scared. This is my first time. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. So unfortunately, I don't know the maps by name, so I'm just gonna go ahead and choose a random one. I'm actually gonna close my eyes, and I pinky promise my eyes are closed. I hope my VTuber is picking it up currently. But I'm just gonna choose a random map, and I hope we do own it. Okay, okay, that's a decent map actually. I kind of do know this one because it's actually one of my favorites. I promise I wasn't looking. A pinky promise. Listen, I picked my pinky up, but I realized you can't see it because this model only really picks up like head movement and my eyes and like my face. Um, so I that was a proper pinky promise. I swear. I swear. Um, but also, I'm going to give you a little bit of a crash course on City Skylines, but it's not going to be one of those cool ones, where people are like so awesome at the game and they give such helpful tips. Nah, man, this is going to be very janky, and it's gonna probably be the worst tutorial you've ever seen. But hey, I'm just here for the vibes, man. Okay, so we're gonna start off with our shit pipe. Oh no, I said the word again. We're gonna start off with our crap pipe. I hope that's a better word for YouTube. Um, but anyways, my absolute worst pet peeve in this game is that goddamn crap pipe. Like, why do we need to have it? And I don't know, I haven't played City Skylines 2 yet, but I've heard things that apparently there's no crap pipe, and I need to download City Skylines 2. But then I was also like, you know what, that's a bit of a learning curve, so let's just go ahead and start with what we know for now, I guess. Also, I'm thinking of how we're going to lay out the city, and I'm thinking maybe having our industrial area kind of flow down here. Although we don't have a lot of money, we're a little broke. I mean, it may look like we're not broke, but I mean, we're gonna get broke very quickly because starting a city actually takes up a lot of money. Now, I do want to say that I try my best. Please don't comment on this. I know that's gonna kick me in the face in future as this game progresses because the traffic is gonna look gross. I mean, I'm gonna hate myself for it. I know, but it's okay. We experiment as we go along. But anyways, some city skyline players tend to design these really pretty cities, and I absolutely love watching them as motivation because that actually made me want to start playing City Skylines again. And sometimes I'm a little brain dead, and I like to just kind of go with the flow and see how the city turns out. So I guess we'll go ahead and kind of just design it as our brain tells us. So I'm thinking maybe we can pull the industrial area down this way and then we can okay, but you see that lake, right? It's like it's actually not even a lake, that's a dam. Damn. Um Also, I would have put the crap pipe here, but like it reminds me of the Simpsons movie where Homer dumps the pig crap in, in that little lake, and I was like, okay, we're not making this the Simpsons. Um, yeah, but it would have been very funny. Okay, so now I'm just trying to think of a layout for how I want to design this, and honestly, nothing is coming to mind, so I guess we might just go with the flow. But I'm actually looking at the natural resources that we have, and I know that this would be an awesome industrial area because of the trees, the forestry. Save the trees in real life. No, like for real, save the trees. This is purely fictional for all intents and purposes. Save the trees. But it's good for business in city skylines. Um, I think I don't know. I've done it. We'll see how it goes. I yap too much. I do apologize if I'm just yapping. Um, okay. So, hmm. I think let's just go ahead and get started. Sometimes when I don't know what I want to do, I tend to kind of just start, and that gives me a bit of a better way to kind of go ahead with this because I'm very indecisive. Oh, that does not work out. Okay, let's actually stick to how this should be, right? So we're gonna make that our residential area and we're gonna make this side our industrial area. My brain just decided that. Would you look at that? Decisions. Also, if I burp, I do apologize. I burp a lot and it's a little problematic because I do really try to not burp, but then it kind of just like burps out. So if you happen to catch my burps, I do apologize. But anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually split these up. I actually don't really need to, but in terms of like how we want this city to look, I might as well. Although the thing is, look, I know that's not symmetrical. That looks probably terrible to you, because it does to me. But but the point of this city is we're not going to make it perfect. We're just going to do whatever our brain tells us to do, and we're going to see how that turns out. Because honestly, my brain tells me 700. I know the game is paused. Shush, shush. Um, My brain tells me like 700 things on a daily basis, and honestly, I'm kind of tired of just listening to my brain, so I'm just gonna do whatever I wanna do, and just enjoy the game. Oh no, okay, maybe we should slow down this timer and let people kind of move in. It's kind of funny that I let people move in already because I actually haven't even connected the water or the electricity. Absolute genius me. And I do want to forewarn you that this is going to happen a lot. People are going to complain, oh no, the power lines over there. I forgot those need electricity. My bad, G. So, anyways, I was saying, you're going to notice this a lot, right? Is that I tend to forget to add things to my city until people start complaining about it. And that says a lot because yeah, as I've mentioned before, and I'll say it again, I am a little bit of a bubble brain, but that's okay. We live with it. We gotta take what we have, man. Um, so something that I picked up on as I've been watching a lot of City Skylines YouTubers recently is that they like to kind of have these water pipes following the road. And I think that makes a lot of sense because like realistically that makes a lot of sense, but also it just looks a lot neater. I know I'm saying this now, but how much you want to bet I'm going to completely lose that the moment you see that's not even on the road. But to be fair, I'm blaming the slope on this one because that is the slope 100%. It wasn't me, wasn't my problem. Also, first thing that I like to do when I start the game is I turn my budget down because we don't need that much of electricity right now, especially when we're starting out, because that takes a lot of money and we can go broke very quickly. Trust me, I know. I I have caused my cities to go bankrupt so quickly just because I forget to turn off the budget early game or like, it's always the littlest like most unnecessary things that always screw you over. Yeah. Yeah. My brain forgets. It truly does. But that's fine. We'll move. We'll move. We keep going. Um Okay, so info views, I see we have that now. I see natural resources is still locked. So we'll kind of just wait for that and see how we want to expand that industrial area. But for now, I think things are going decently okay. I also do like to have the commercial areas be in between the industrial and the residential because that kind of creates like this buffer zone between them. Because if you put a residential close to an industrial, people get so sick, and we don't really want that. Yeah, that's not a good case scenario. Listen, we're trying to build a city like a proper nice wake up samurai. We have a city to burn. I don't think I should be saying that, considering that this is my city. But anyways, I guess we'll go with it. We'll roll with it. I do want to say that I'm going to be quoting Bob Ross a lot in regards to happy accidents. Yeah. So I'm gonna blame everything as like happy accidents if I do something that I wasn't meant to do. Also, I was yapping so much. I see that our residential area needs to grow a bit. That's awesome. So we can go ahead and just extend this out. As I said, I don't really like making things look symmetrical. It may look really crazy and janky right now, because it does. It really does. But this is my city, and we're going to build the city how my brain wants to build it. And yeah, it might look terrible, but that's okay because this is for funsies. Um, hmm. Oh, look at that. We've already we've already kind of oh, that's a cute little square. Would you look at that? It's like a little residential area block. We'll keep it. It's cute. I like it. I like it, Picasso. Um, Also, I will spout absolute random lines from like memes or vines or stuff. So I do want to forewarn you. My brain is like 95%. Actually, no, wait. My brain is 50% memes, uh, and like 40% music, and that extra 10%, I I wish I could tell you. I wish, but that 10% is just like miscellaneous. Also, why are you complaining about no electricity? Do we just okay? Let's bump up the budget now because more people are moving into our town, and that also means that we don't have to build another power plant because those get pricey real quick. Like how much does it? 19,000. We're just like yeah, let's not do that. Also, as I said, I'm going to forget to give the people their needs until they remind me, which is signs of a terrible, terrible um, mayoress, if I may say. I wouldn't even call myself a mayoress at this point because I'm terrible at it. So we shall. We're just one of those guys. We're just building a city, and people just decided to move in. So, whose fault is that really? Because they decided to move in. Little did they know that this is going to be absolute hell. Mwehehe, mwehehe. Okay, they're complaining about waste. I do understand that. I do apologize too. We'll go ahead and put it. Let's actually put it here, but turn it this way, and then yeah, that seems to be fine. Let's slow down the timer just a bit because we can do a bit more building. Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Rock. That little rock is gonna go. The rock wouldn't be so happy about it. I do apologize for my sense of humor. At this point, I'm not even gonna call it a sense of humor. It's just brain dead at this point. I will also you okay. That's like another little square, but I have one already, and nothing compares to my other cute little square. So we're gonna do this. There we go. That looks a bit better, and we're just gonna zone that out. Yeah. Also, I might not finish my train of thought as I'm playing this game because it's like it's half one in the morning, and I might start a train of thought and just not finish it. So welcome to the story of my life, as well as the people that have to like deal with me on a daily basis. Yeah, that's pretty much how I am as a person. Okay, so we're gonna de-zone this. I'm sorry, dude. We're gonna have to evict you. I did not intend to put the commercial there. Also, I don't know what I was doing when I was zoning these out, but that also is not supposed to be commercial. That needs to be industrial. Okay, but I am seeing that we do need a bit more of commercial areas, so I'm thinking, and I saw this on a City Skylines video that I was watching. I don't really remember who it was, because I was kind of just going through this phase where I was watching a lot of YouTubers play City Skylines. So yeah, um, I got this idea from them. Um, but essentially, it's cool to kind of have a commercial area kind of where the residentials are because that kind of makes it feel like there's some cool small businesses in the area that people can kind of just go to and they can also kind of just walk to, and I think that's actually pretty cool. So it's like having like a cool little store next to your house, like a cool little grocery store that you can just walk into. How much you want to bet these aren't grocery stores? Like once they actually get built, it's a drugstore. Oh no. A quiet corner shop. There we go. Another one. A general store. A neighborhood shop. Okay, there's the convenience store I was talking about. We did. It's kind of funny how this is like so grumpy because it's under construction. Like, how is that my fault? I don't know why you're grumpy about it. Like, really? Um, okay, I think that's doing decently fine. We do need a little bit more of a commercial area. So what I might do is actually just, I'll de-zone this area and I'll make that the commercial. There we go. So it's kind of like we have like a nice line of stores close to the residential areas, and I'm pretty sure that would be fun to have. Like I can picture being a kid living in like this residential area and then just being able to walk to like the convenience store, the corner shop, and just get like some ice creams on a really sunny day. And that honestly sounds like such a vibe. Just be chilling outside with my friends. Gosh, that really, I feel like that really defeats the purpose of who I am as a person because I hate the outside, but I also really like the outside. Something I've realized. I think I like the outside depending on who I'm out with. So if it's out with my friends, then I thoroughly love the outside. But if I'm alone outside, then it's just like overwhelming all at once. Like I love nature, don't get me wrong, but it's much more enjoyable when you have people around you, that you can just yap to. So yeah, that's just my little ramble. I can actually speed up this time and kind of just wait for the city to grow. I'm just gonna take a sip of water and just watch the city grow just for a little bit, and I'll be back. Oh, before I even left, Worthy Village. Would you look at that? Okay. I think the water can wait because we have some more important matters to attend to. Um, More importantly, building healthcare. Okay, so we need a medical clinic. We're gonna go ahead and actually put that. We can put it kind of closer to our commercial areas so that kind of doesn't bother the citizens. So we can have it like here maybe because I also don't want it to cause a lot of traffic on this road and I know it's going to and I'm going to kick myself. I'm really going to kick myself in the face for this later on. But we'll roll with it, I guess. We can have the firehouse actually. So I like to have the firehouse kind of closer to the industrial area because for some reason these geniuses kind of end up burning down the city a lot. Wake up, samurai. We have a city to burn. um, they tend to burn down the city very quickly. So I'm gonna put it, I'm going to put it here. That's fine. Like, yeah. And then we need a police station. Yeah, dude, I get it. You need water. Just calm down. I'll give it to you in a moment. Just calm down. Calm down. There we go. Oof, I just realized that kind of messes with the roads I kind of want. Can I already relocate this building or do I have to wait for a bit? Oh, I can. Let's do that. I did not mean to put it there. I wanted to put it somewhere close so I could get both of these areas. So I think this might be the best bet. Okay, and then we do need an elementary school. Oh no, we're broke. Okay, let's speed up the time for a bit and get some money, and then also we can finally give these people their water. I feel a little bad, but also I'm a little slow. Okay, our commercial zone needs to grow. Honestly, that water can wait for myself. I really want to keep going with this game. Also, I don't know why that's not connecting as nicely because sometimes, okay, it's just a little oh, okay, that's why. I'm a little dense. My bad. We should increase the water budget. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll just pop it there for now. It's kind of funny how the education is kind of taking more from the budget than like healthcare and like residential lives because like school's kind of small. Oh, never mind. I take it back. Oof. Okay. Oh, wait. I'm so genius. We didn't even build a school yet. I thought I did. Okay, looks like they're gonna have to wait. And I'm gonna have to wait with the water I want because we kind of just have to extend the city. It's not like we can pause the game at all. Yeah, no, I'm just a little difficult sometimes, but that's okay. Um, City comes first because wake up, samurai. We have a city to. I've been playing. Actually, no, I haven't. It's been a while since I've played Cyberpunk, but yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed Cyberpunk. Okay, we're gonna make these also like kind of cool density commercial areas. along with like residential areas. Um, and we can also make this like more commercial so that it doesn't bug the residential areas. And I'm just going to use the full tool for this because that's a lot easier. And then our water pipes. Yes, the water pipes. We can't forget. Damn, that's a thunderstorm and a half. That's actually. Oh, it's gone? Was I just imagining the thunderstorm? Or like, was it actually there? Or was it the Panic at the Disco? I'm actually listening to Panic at the Disco. They're on repeat, by the way. I've been reliving my. Ooh, look at that tiny town. I've been reliving my emo phase, like my high school emo phase, and Panic at the Disco was one of my favorite bands. Their music is amazing, so just kind of nostalgic vibes. You know, it's like that 1 a.m. nostalgic vibes. So I think we have some money now. Let's go ahead and build that elementary school, and I actually want to build it kind of close to this residential area. Woof, look at that. That went up so quickly. Let's go. We love to see it. And then we'll just build this cool little block for our school. Stop complaining. I think we need to increase our electricity. Yep, yep, because more people are moving in. Let's actually bump it all the way up for electricity and water because I think we're making a decent amount of money. Um, we currently have 17. Dude, what are you complaining about? Stop it. Stop. Stop. Also, I've zoned those areas out so people can build there if they want to. I'm just gonna leave the city on like a medium fast forward speed and finally drink my water because you gotta stay hydrated. I'm also reminding you to stay hydrated. I hope you had your water today. If you didn't, then I guess I can't threaten you because that would be kind of mean. And this is actually my first video. Um, but please drink some water. It's very good for you. I'll be back. We'll just let this run for a bit. Okay, I hope my dinosaur son gave you some entertainment while I was gone. If you could call this entertainment, I actually don't even know what this is. It's kind of funny because I have my OBS stream up on the side because I'm using OBS to record, and I can just see myself like swaying, and it's it's therapeutic to me because I've always wanted to explore and experiment with being a VTuber, and I guess that's also me kind of living out the dream I've always wanted of just becoming a VTuber. It's kind of fun. Um, Also, if it looks like I keep closing my eyes, I don't know why. I haven't figured out this VTuber model proper yet, but every time I look down to like build a road maybe or something, I feel like my eyes close, but like every time I turn to look, I can't really test it out. So, who knows? I'm just an EP girl at this point. Well, I mean, I genuinely am an EP girl, so it kind of goes, I guess. Okay, so things have been going decently well. I can actually bump the speed up. We're getting a lot more money. So I'm gonna go ahead and build a high school like right next to that. There we go. Okay, elementary school's not doing too great, so it would be nice to build another one when we have some more money. But I think maybe we need to. Okay, I know we have these. I can never pronounce that. That. No, that's walls and fences. Is it that? I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. And then you'll know I can't pronounce it. Also, the best part is that I was supposed to rename the city, and this always happens to me. I always tend to forget to rename my cities. So it just comes with the default name, I guess, because I forget that's an option. I guess you could say I'm just genuinely excited to hop into the game and just build what my brain's like. Hey, dude. Oh no, we're a little broke, but that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. We can do that. And then if I build, does that take less money? Yeah, it does. How about this? And this? Oh, okay, we did it. We did it. Okay, so we'll make this like the two commercial blocks and we'll make these the residentials and then just go ahead and extend those water pipes. It's wild how we actually don't have like an industry demand. Oh, that looks terrible. I'm gonna have to do this to get that. Yeah, that section. Yeah, would you look at that? The industry demand is rising. Oh, you see, I told you that building was on fire like a second ago, and I knew it. I knew it. I knew I had to put that damn firehouse like right here because these people always burn things down. No, no. Oh, they're also burning. Oh no. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you guys. Fend for yourselves, I guess. I gave you a firehouse, but now you're gonna go ahead and burn things down. So that's really not my issue. What is wrong with the electricity? Are we just not producing? Yeah, we're not producing enough electricity. You know what? Let's people have been living in our city for some time now. So I'm gonna go ahead and bump up the taxes. Sorry guys, I kind of need the money and you're kind of living here with such low taxes. So yeah. Also, those new taxes are gonna build a new power plant and unfortunately I've reached the budget cap. So I think we do need another, yeah, we need another power plant. That would be nice. Extending these power lines down actually don't do much, right? It did something. Listen, you guys can stop complaining. I'm just waiting for more money. A power plant it costs like 19,000. You can wait just a little bit. How much you want to bet that like all of these areas are going to start getting abandoned soon and I'm going to have to go ahead and bulldoze all of that. And also, I don't want to take out a loan because we're going to do this without a loan, man. We can do it without it. We don't need it. It needs us. Yeah. Okay, we have enough to build a power plant, so let's go ahead and pop that there. That was actually a terrible place to build it. Actually, that was a terrible place. I don't like that. Let's put this more kind of in the middle. What do you mean? Oh, it costs money to relocate. Oh, money that we now have. Okay, I'll put it there because I know that we're going to want to extend that outwards. Oh, they instantaneously got electricity. That's nice. Okay, so I see that our city is expanding and I'm kind of tired of expanding it like downwards. So let's go ahead and expand it this way. And I want to expand it just a little bit this way so I can have some residential areas and then I'm going to make these ones like a higher residential, like a, you know, the high dense residential areas? It's like the dark green thingy majiggy, that thing. Yeah. It's gonna be like the fancy residential areas. I love how like janky these little blocks are because of the slope. It's it's actually genuinely frustrating sometimes, but it's okay. As I said, we're going to be quoting Bob Ross a lot here, so happy accidents indeed. Okay, that's actually decent, so we're going to go ahead and do the same thing we did there, and then pop those to be residentials. There we go. Okay, I know build shelters. Please, game, leave me alone. I should actually turn off the tutorials because it annoys me so much when City Skylines like, you have new buildings, you have new buildings. And I'm like, yeah, I know I have new buildings. I just don't have the money to be adding all of those cool new fancy buildings. Not yet, anyways. This game this game is so peaceful, but it gets on my nerves. And luckily, we haven't had a natural disaster hit us yet, because this is the natural disasters DLC. So thank goodness. But we'll give it some time. We'll give it some time. I was once building out such a pretty city, and I was actually putting so much of time and effort into it, and then a meteorite struck it. Of all things, a meteorite, and I was like, that's not fair. But it's fine, we move. Um, you know what I did? I rebuilt the city. Everything looked perfectly fine after that meteorite hit. And then, to celebrate, I raised the taxes. I promise I'm not a monster. I just found it quite comical, actually. Okay, so I do think it would be nice to have a cemetery considering that there's already three dead people. Oof, okay. So we'll build a cemetery here, actually. Maybe. No, let's build it more inwards here. Okay, yeah. I like to build a cemetery really close to the residential areas and like opposed to like having it in the industrial because I think it's kind of nice to have the cemetery like in the residential area so people can go and visit their loved ones that have passed and I think that's nice. It's nice to have. Elder care, oh yeah, we need to do that too. Childcare is at 73. Oh, that's at 61. Okay, we do need to have an elderly center. Okay, let's not put it close to the cemetery because that's very morbid. I'm just I'm gonna go ahead and put it maybe down here. I know I said I didn't want to keep extending downwards, but we're kind of limited to how we're building here. So it's going to be kind of exciting or interesting, to say the least, as to how we're going to follow the design of this map specifically. I do know you can make curved roads and stuff, but my brain's a bit too tired to be designing all of those fun intricates. Like, this is just for me to mess around in cities and just yap, I guess. Okay, so we need more commercial, so we can just zone that out as commercial. Um, okay. I think things let's check these things out. So we need another elementary school and we need a university, but I don't think that's unlocked yet. Citizen happiness is doing decently well, so that's good. Healthcare is good. Deathcare, we just built that cemetery. Okay, eldercare is still not doing too great. But we'll get more once we get more money. Okay. So as I was saying, we finally unlocked the natural resources, so if we do pull that industrial district down, we can actually make this into a farmland. I feel like that would be very pretty to kind of give that town that cool kind of like rustic feel to it that they have like a farming district. That'd be very cool. Also, speaking of districts, I like to start zoning out and creating these districts from the time I unlock districts or like from the time I actually remember that I've unlocked it. Um, yeah, because it helps me kind of organize the city. And yeah, I like to also kind of break up certain residential areas into different districts just because I mean that's kind of happens in real life anyways, so also sorry about that. I have to make this look neat, otherwise it bugs me to no extent. Um, okay, so then the next district will start down here. Just make that a bit neater. And then we can make the next one. Oof, my asthma strikes. I just had to cough. But don't worry, I muted. If I do tend to forget to mute, or like I have a random asthma cough spaz attack, I do apologize. I'm really trying my best to not hurt your ears. Also, if you've made it this far, thank you. I truly am so grateful that you found me this entertaining to stay for like 39 minutes so far. Um, but I might actually make this stream about, well, this pre-recorded video about like an hour long just because then I can mess around with city skylines a bit more, kind of post my first video. Although I do understand that actually might be a little overwhelming as a first video for people to watch because they're like be like, yo, that's a whole hour long. She doesn't have any videos. That's kind of sus, man. But anyways, I'm just gonna go along and vibe. Uh, okay, so we're gonna pull this really close to the waterline, and oh no, that's you. I like how I said that's you, and then I ended up just connecting the roads anyways. You know what? I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But we're rolling with it, and we're gonna make it look like that and like that. I mean, maybe it won't look so bad, right? 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 Um, okay, I'll pull that down a bit. Oh no, I don't like how those zones are looking, but that's okay. I love this game, but sometimes slopes like these just get on my nerves, man. You see, it's on fire. I swear, you know what? What was I supposed to look at? I'm asking you like I told you. I was supposed to look at how the fire is doing. There. Okay, so we do need another firehouse. Okay. Well, we do have some money, so I'm gonna go ahead and actually plop it here. Maybe. Let's not put it too close to the residential area. Let's shit. Oh no, I said that. Oh no. Sorry, YouTube. Let's put it maybe here because that's close to the commercial area and then that won't disturb the citizens. Okay. Yeah, that works out cool and then we can go ahead and just, you know what? I'm gonna paint this because of how terrible it is going to be to try and fill those gaps in. Oh, I also need to de-zone that bit out because oh no, wait, stop building. No, wait, sorry. We need to make that like a commercial area because of that firehouse. I like how I was literally saying that's the reason why I put it there, and then I forgot. I forgot. Okay, we're gonna build this out as best. Oh no, that looks terrible already. You know what? I'm not saying that like any kind of good City Skylines player is gonna come across this video. Like hell, if you're watching this, I'm surprised you came across this video. But if any kind of really good City Skylines player is watching me play this, they're probably like rolling in their graves right now because it's like that looks gross. This looks gross. But I'm having fun. And I hope you're having fun too, because I'm just yapping and vibing. Okay, so I see commercial is kind of staying up there, so we do need to expand on that. So I wanted to make these the high residentials, but I'm actually not really liking the way this looks. So maybe the higher residential areas. Oh no, look at that. That looks so gross already. This, you see, do you see? This is why I was talking about that crap pipe so much. It makes things look so gross. And literally, that's a coast. That's supposed to be a pretty coast, but now it's just flooded with crap. Crap. Literal crap. It's, God. Anyways, I digress. I think I've spoken too much about the crap pipe in this one pre-recorded video, but I will say that you're going to hear about it a lot, and I do apologize. And at least until I decide to download City Skylines 2, maybe. Yeah. I do have City Skylines 2 because I have Xbox Game Pass and it's kind of free there. So I was like, yo, that's awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and install that when we feel like. But for now, since I'm comfortable with the first City Skylines, I'm just gonna go ahead and play that for a bit until I'm willing to learn a few new mechanics. That looks terrible. I'm not gonna stop saying that. That looks awful. But we're rolling with it, right? Happy accidents. I told you. Did I not? Didn't I? Yeah. City Skylines and Bob Ross. Yeah. Yeah. It's a great combination. I mean, City Skylines is technically art, if you think about it. I'm an artist. That sounded funny. I am an artist, and I like to play City Skylines, especially when I'm too lazy to draw. So this is kind of like my creative sense, I guess, because I can just kind of mess around and also kind of make people's lives hell if I want to. But I'm nice, so we won't. Okay, so the importance of the districts that we had is that we can tend to have these city policies on. I like to turn on parks and recreation and recreational use for the entire city because this reduces the crime and then this starts increases parks and plazas budget. So I'm gonna add parks now because we actually are booming with money now. So all of that waiting kind of paid off. So I think in the meantime, let's go ahead and oh, that's the eraser. I always do this. That's so funny. Okay, we're gonna zone that out as one district, and then this is the other one. I know I can change the brush smaller, but I can do it with with the brushes I have because I'm unstoppable. No, I'm kidding. Okay, and then with the industrial area, what I like to do with these policies is I like to give them a power usage policy because I'm pretty sure industrial areas probably take the most amount of electricity, and I'm going to give them a smoke detector distribution and smoking ban, just because they catch light so quickly. With smoking ban, I think citizens, yeah, they're not happy, but it increases their health. But for the city policy, I'll keep the smoking on, but I'll enable recycling, because it's recycling. Yeah, I don't know which monster decided to have this pet ban and the crap pipe. Like, sorry, we're on the crap pipe again. But anyways, let's see how things. Oh no, yeah, we were supposed to build that elementary school ages ago, but I forgot. Okay, healthcare, death care, good. Childcare, elder care, still not great. Um, how's the crime? Oh, crime's actually going. That's good. And then I wanted to check fire hazard. Okay, so it's gone down significantly. Oh, it's a little burp there. Excuse me. I'm not sure if my mic caught that. I really hope it didn't. Okay, elementary school. Let's add another one. And let's actually put that elementary school. I'm trying to think because we have one down here, but we don't have one necessarily up here. So I think let's actually put the elementary school here. Do I want to is the question. Actually, what if I decide to evict some people? Let's do that. That sounds terrible, but I kind of want to put it here. Sorry, that made a lot of people happy and a few people sad, so really, I am inevitable. I am Thanos. Okay, we need we need more residential so we can actually start expanding downwards again. Okay, how are we actually going to connect this is my question. Okay, like that, I guess. Um, that worked out. Oh, we'll call it decent, but it's really not. Okay, and then we'll just kind of connect you. There we go. And since, what are you? Eldercare. Okay. Since that's eldercare, maybe we can make some pretty gardens and trees around there. Ooh, we can actually start building out our parks and stuff, and we can start giving people more like excitement in this life because pretty sure they're kind of bored right now. But that's actually decent citizen happiness. It's honestly the quickest I've gotten citizens to be content with living here. So maybe me recording videos is like City Skylines, like, oh, maybe we should be nice to her. And I truly believe that's the case. But, anyways, I digress. I do like this Paradox Plaza because that looks like a little dinosaur, but I know that's the Paradox logo. But it actually, I don't know, I hope you see it too, but that actually looks like a little dinosaur, and I think that's pretty cool. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add it in here. Let's add it here, and then we'll also put a dog park next to it, and then maybe opposite we can have a small park. There we go. And then we'll add those trees to like the eldercare area in a bit. I just want to do that real quick. Oh, ew. It's fine. It's fine. We move. No one saw that. Our citizens can't see it, so technically it doesn't exist. Haha. Mwehehe. Okay, so we're going to add trees. Trees make things look pretty. And honestly, if I was staying in a place with like a lot of trees, you best believe I am going to act out a lot of scenes from Twilight, and I'm gonna go on my whole hoa hoa kind of thing. This is for the Twilight community, if anyone from there is actually watching. I do want to say that I'm an absolute Twilight fangirl, and yeah, I should not have outed myself so quickly, especially on my first stream. Well, pre-recorded video, but that's fine. That's fine. I like Twilight. It's okay if you don't like Twilight. Um, I love Twilight, and I think it's very cringy, but it also has my heart. It's nostalgic. Okay, I think close to the elder care, let's build another park, maybe basketball court. Ooh, the elderly can play some basketball. Hmm. A large playground, a park with trees, a park with, oh, what if I, okay, that kind of just got rid of the trees, but that's fine because then we can add. Actually, it's not fine to get rid of trees. It's not, but in this case it is. And then we're just gonna go ahead and just add more so it looks prettier. I hope it looks decent, I guess. It's like a little forest. Like I said, we're living in Forks. Also, I was so baffled when I found out that Twilight was a real place. I was like, yo, I want to go there. I will one day. I definitely will. And I'm going to live out all of my Twilight fantasies that I've had as a teenager, like just going to all of the pretty places and taking really cool pictures and feeling like I'm in Twilight. I've spoken about Twilight way too much. I apologize. I'm in a hush now. And just carry on city building. Okay, but I think this is actually looking really decent so far. Also, I don't know why I yelled at you. I'm sorry. I just yelled because I was excited that this is actually turning out decently. My bad. My bad. Okay. Zone those out. Cool. So that's like our cool little industry. Oh no, I just realized there's no buffer zone here. Actually, okay guys, this is for your own good, right? This is truly for your own health. It's not safe to be having such dense like residential areas close to industrial zones. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and just erase these so no one builds there. And then add in our water pipes. Considering it's been about an hour, I think I'm actually gonna call it quits for the night after this. I just wanna connect you. I just want to connect that up. And that's actually fine because we're not gonna build here. Oh my god, 109 people. What is wrong with this? What? Why? What is the issue? Are those the people I evicted? Because I have a feeling that might have been actually. Yeah, it might have been. 109 people in such a small area? That doesn't sound right. Paradox. Paradox. Your math is not mathing, but I do like this game, so please don't come at me. I actually really do like this game. Besides the crap pipe. I've said it before. I will say it again. And I will say it 100 more times. That crap pipe did not need to be there. But anyways, okay, I think things are going decent. for a first time kind of pre-recorded video. So I'm just gonna go ahead and save this as maybe YouTube, YouTube pre-records. Who knows? We'll save it, and then we'll always come back to this. But I do want to say, if you've stuck around for this entire hour, I truly appreciate you so much. And I hope that you can stick around with me for this awesome journey that I'm excited to have. My son and I, Mr. Dinosaur, is very excited to be sharing this journey with anyone that's willing to listen. And if anyone has any cool suggestions for my son's name, you can go ahead and drop that in the comments. And if you happen to stumble across this video and maybe you think City Skylines is kind of boring, I'm always open to suggestions of games to play. I don't really have a massive Steam library. I just migrated over to PC this year, so my games list is very limited. But I will say that I have Tekken, Elden Ring Night Train. I also have Cyberpunk. I was playing around with Cyberpunk and a few other games. Like I have definitely not fried chicken. If you know, you know. Um, yeah, I like Age of Empires as well. So it's a decent variety of games that I like to play. So if there's any suggestions that if anyone finds me entertaining or has stumbled across this video, then I'm hella happy to kind of just mess around in those games as well, or even start an entirely new character to kind of start this journey of mine on my YouTube and maybe someday Twitch. So thank you for watching. I hope you had lots of fun, and if you did, please go ahead and pop that subscribe button and maybe like this video. It does help a girly out, and I'll catch you sometime soon, hopefully. Trigger Happy Rex is now out. Bye bye.